Coming in hot from Arizona, this is Trevor
and Troy Howard.
And you're on So Tell Us Time. You can have everything you want in your business. Sometimes you just need a little help.
Every business owner would love to charge more for their services, but sometimes you can sacrifice long-term loyalty for a short-term profit.
Creating the right rituals is key to your business having success.
Are you tired of competing with your competitors? Guess what? You don't have to compete if you create.
Hey everybody, welcome. Another episode of So Tell Us Time, where we help you with everything business related, make you think, make you stretch your mind, expand those thinking, firing little particles in your brain. Like an acid trip.
No.
Okay, not like an acid trip, but maybe, just maybe, we help you expand that thought process to help your business grow. Think from a different perspective.
Expand
right?
it legally.
Legally. I mean, well, it depends. I mean, if our guy's in Oregon, there's a lot of legal things in Oregon now, right?
It's true. All right.
All right. So today we're talking about the cost. The cost in your business. There are many costs. There's many costs to doing business, but there's one in particular that we are talking about, which is the cost of setting up a successful referral program for your business. And that's all I'm going to give you.
That's it.
That's all I'm going to give you. That's all I'm going to give you. And I'm going to let Troy take it away from there because I know that if I say anything more, I'm literally going to steal the show. And I'm already kind of a show hog.
There you go.
You didn't think I was going to say hog, did you? But I did. I said hog.
I thought you were going to say showgirl or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I was going to say show.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Show. I just couldn't get it out.
All right. So a few weeks ago, we talked about the cost to acquire a customer, how each one of your different marketing channels will probably have a different cost to acquire a customer. And it's really important to know what that cost is so that you can determine whether it is a profitable marketing channel or not. And, one of the best ways that you can maximize the cost of your, the cost to acquire customers is make sure that you have a solid customer referral program to generate new customers from your existing customer base. So let's just talk about this, and why it's so important, because a lot of times we don't even think about this, but it's a great way to actually lower your cost to acquire a customer.
Right.
And you're like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Like if it costs me $400 to acquire a customer, then it costs me $400 to acquire a customer.
Right.
Yes. And no. Right? So let's just go with that math right now. Let's say it costs you $400 to acquire a customer, whether it's through paid ads or, SEO, whatever it might be, right? You know what it is, Facebook ads, something like that. So it costs you $400. So if you're paying $400 per customer, what are you willing to pay your existing customers to refer their friends and family to you?
Right.
I want you to think about that for a second, because I know there's some of you who are just going, well, I don't want to pay them anything. Like they should just refer their friends and family to me for free.
Absolutely.
And
wouldn't that be a wonderful world?
That would be awesome. But that's marketing.
Yeah. And there's a percentage of people that will, right? We all have
Absolutely.
a percentage of our business that is just a natural referral. That's wonderful.
Yes.
But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about maximizing that referral. And I wanted to jump in here too and say, like for some of my clients, like restoration guys, they may think of their referral program is like their plumbers.
Yeah.
That they pay a referral fee to their plumber. Well, that's a little different than what we're talking about here.
Yes.
That's a very high cost of business, right? That's a high cost to acquire a customer. This is about friends and family and current customers.
Exactly.
Right? What would you give them?
Exactly. What would you give them? So let's just say if it costs you $400 to acquire a customer through your normal marketing channels, what if you gave your customers $100?
Yeah.
If they referred a friend and family member who actually utilized your service.
Absolutely.
Now, you might be saying, it's like, oh, geez, $100. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
But let's do the math. If you gave them $100, then you just decreased your customer acquisition cost by like 300%.
Right.
Because instead of paying $400 to acquire that friend or family member that you would have had to pay for
Yeah, that customer.
if
Yep.
they hadn't referred them over to you, now you're paying $100.
Right.
So another great way to look at that, or look at this math-wise, is instead of it costing you $400 to acquire one customer, you paid $500 to acquire two customers.
Yeah.
So now you just reduced your cost of acquisition to $250.
Right.
That's crazy.
Totally.
So that's why customer referral programs are so important.
Absolutely.
And it's important to set them up the right way.
Mhm.
Because again, a lot of times we hope and we pray that our customers are just going to automatically refer their friends and family to us. And like Trevor said, some of them do,
Yeah, a percentage.
but what if that's only 10%? I want 100%.
Correct. Think about this. If you could get 100% of your customer base to give you one customer a year, you doubled your customer base.
Yeah, you doubled your business.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, and you keep doing that year over year.
Yeah, and here's my thing is I'm like, Troy and I are big proponents of this because I'm like, I can pay money to $1 billion corporation to acquire a customer. And people do this all day long, right? With SEO and PPC. We think all day long, well, that's my avenue of, generating leads, generating new customers. So we're willing to pay big dollars to billionaires.
Yeah.
But we're not. But a lot of times when we talk to these companies, they're not willing to have a referral program where they're willing to give a smaller percentage to people they actually like,
Yeah.
or to existing customers.
Right. Exactly. To incentivize the people that love you
Yep.
and actually pay you money
Mm-hmm.
to share their experience with all their friends and family
Totally.
and actually, reward them
Absolutely.
in a way that they're going to actually go, you know what? Shoot, I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're big proponents of this. In fact, we were just at a conference recently and we were talking with a bunch of our clients and we're like, oh, by the way, do you know about our referral program? You should be doing our referral program. And they were going crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They were just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. And they literally started sending out text messages to the people they knew right
You
then.
need to get this right now. This is amazing for my business. It was
Exactly.
funny. It was
Why?
funny.
Because we incentivize. Well, one, they love our service.
Right.
But two, we incentivize them. We made it a good deal for them to take time to do that.
That's right.
So let's talk about that. How do you let your customers know about your referral program? Well, you can email out to them. That's a great way to do it. Text messaging, of course, is way better. Send out those text messages to them. If you're in their home, why not leave them a card or a flyer that says, hey, don't forget, we have a referral program and we'll give you this for every single person that you refer and uses our services. Now, another thing that's important with those is you want to have automated reminders, meaning that you just don't want to tell them once about your referral program. You want to make sure that you are consistently reminding them about your referral program. Because let's say you're a carpet cleaner, you came and cleaned my carpets today, and maybe I don't know of anybody right now that needs your services, but in 3 months, there might be a friend or family member that need their carpets cleaned and they're asking. And if I have recently had a reminder from you saying, hey, don't forget about our awesome referral program. We love you guys. We want to pay you. Right. Then I go, oh yeah, I totally know somebody and I refer them.
Absolutely.
So consistently being in front of them and reminding them is very important when it comes to a successful referral program.
You know what's awesome is, so Padre, good old Ron Howard, a lot of you know him. He has been retired for years now. You may see him at events, though, from time to time, because he does love to travel with his boys, and he does love to, help out at events. That's like his jam. But he has been retired for a long time now, and he, the other day, had his garage door break. The spring. In the middle of the night, they heard this big, loud noise, and they thought, oh my gosh, what was that? And kind of looked around outside, thought maybe something fell on the roof or whatever, but couldn't find anything. Next day, they go outside, they try to open the garage, and lo and behold, it won't open. The spring shattered. So their very smart garage man had put a sticker right there next to their garage door opener.
Yep.
And it had how to contact them and everything. here's an idea for you.
Mhm.
And I told this to Ron, and Ron was like, oh my gosh. He goes, I went around and I told so many, he was like, I was talking to my neighbor that day. I was talking to, all these people. And he goes, I told you, I told Troy, I called all these people, he's like, I'm an old man. I'm telling everybody everything, right? He's like, I love talking to people. So he goes, if they would have had this, excuse me, he's like, that would have been phenomenal. But on that same sticker, why not have, hey, have a problem, call us, is what it said.
Yeah.
With your garage door. And then also, hey, refer a friend and get $100 off. Or whatever this is, your next service, 25% off. Right there on the sticker that is always next to the garage door opener, right? And Ron's like, dude, I was already telling everybody. I called like 5 people. I was talking to 3 of my neighbors. And he's like, I would have been like, hey, by the way, I mean, if you need any help, he was already talking him up and telling him about us. He would have been even more motivated if he would have gotten 10% off or whatever, especially in that moment, because he was like, dude, if I could have claimed it, in that $600 that I got charged to fix it, I could have got 10% off that. He's like, I would have done it. I would have made sure somebody was like gotten service from him, So anyways, I'm just saying, just an idea for all my garage door guys out there, or anyone that leaves stickers behind or flyers or cards.
Exactly. Or the magnets that people put on their fridges.
The magnets, yeah. Why would you not have some sort of referral program on there?
Absolutely. All right. So how do you reward your customers? Well, there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can get creative here. Some that we've seen is gift cards. That's a great way to do it. Give them a gift card. Discounts on future services. That's always important. Now, the one thing I'll give you with that is, depending on how often they utilize your service, that may be a good motivator or it may not be a good motivator, right? So like if I'm only going to use your service every couple of years, I'm probably not going to be as motivated if I'm not going to get that discount for a couple more years.
Absolutely.
So a gift card would be a much better option there. But if it's like recurring, like residential cleaning, things like that, boom, discount on their service is going to happen in the next month, right?
Yep.
Another thing is presents. You can do gift baskets. You can send them things in the mail, to make them feel good. So I've seen some places that have done that. They do like a whole gift basket or like movie tickets with a cup and all that kind of stuff. So just something exciting for them to get. And then just make sure that it's something that you can track and make sure it's something that you can write off.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I've actually seen people that are like, oh, I'll give you cash. And I'm like,
I'll give them cash. You can't write it off.
Yeah, how you going to write that off on your taxes?
But like a gift card, you can.
Exactly. So make sure that you get to take that off on your taxes. And now next question is, how can you track it? There's a couple different ways to do that. You can use a spreadsheet. You can use, if your CRM will track that, use your CRM to track that. I know like with Sotellus, when people use our referral platform in there to have their friends share special offers through their Facebook page, it will do the tracking for them, right? And it will notify them. So whatever way that you can track it, but you want to make sure that you're tracking it and that your customer knows that you have a way to track it. Because, I know people who have referred people and then never got anything back. And then that just sours everything and it ruins the relationship. So have a great way to track it.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else, Trevor, you want to add to this before we go?
Well, yeah, actually, I do. I always have something to say, right? You're going to hear from Trevor. Can I give it to you straight? All right. One thing that I do want to say is I have seen people complain or be scared about the fact that if they offer like a discount on services, hey, refer a friend and get 10% off, that kind of thing, that people will, they're trying to claim it. They're going, well, I want that, I want that all the time, and everything. And here's the deal is, my thing is, if you are still profitable, because you should still be profitable with your referral program, with whatever discount you're giving, with whatever special offer, a gift card. Okay, let's say it's a gift card to Starbucks, a $10, $5 gift card. If you're still profitable with that, give it to the customer for every service they do with you. What do you care? They're like, well, what if they want it on every service? Who friggin' cares? That means they came back and got service from you again. Yeah. Let's say you're a maid service and you give them a $5 for every cleaning or whatever gift card. Work that into your price.
Right.
Pre-work it into your price, and everybody that doesn't do it, it's called loss leader, right? Everybody that doesn't do it, you make more money on, and everybody that does do it, you don't care because you worked it into your price from the get-go.
Exactly.
Phenomenal, right? Anyways, I'm just saying, as long as you're being profitable, stop whining and complaining about these things.
And create the love with your customers.
The love with your customers, right? If a friggin' Starbucks coffee is going to make your customer continue to come back to you month after month or week after week or bi-weekly or whatever that is, or for my carpet cleaners every 6 months or whatever it is that you're recommending, do it.
Yeah.
Do it, because otherwise they're going to, you know what they're going to do is they're going to go to Groupon, or they're going to go to some other thing, or they're going to get a flyer in the mail, or they're going to whatever. And that loyalty may not be there. And the next time they may take the special offer from the other guy, you know?
It's funny you said that, because we just saw somebody at another event and their offer was like, get 50% off for the first 3 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a terrible offer.
Terrible.
I'm like, because sure, they get 50% off for the first 3 months, but then they hate it when their bill goes up month 4,
right.
You know?
If you're not willing to give it to them for life, don't give it to them.
Right. Yep, absolutely. Now, of course, there's certain things, like I know, like a lot of our residential people, like they'll give you, claim a special offer, you get a certain amount off of that first cleaning, right?
Right.
And that's different. That's different than a referral program.
Correct.
Right? Because you're paying to have that marketing for that person to come in, then you're using the offer to close the deal.
Correct.
Right? So that's different than a referral. But yeah, every time they refer you, man, give them something.
Totally. Again, profitability, guys. That's what it's about. It's about being profitable. So don't be afraid. And then the other thing I will throw in here is, remember we were talking about cost of acquiring a customer.
Yeah.
A referral program can also help in your overall cost, because you should be tracking all of it. Like my Google PPC right now, it's expensive to acquire a customer, but we continue to do it. However, my referral program is very low cost. So at the end of the year, my SEO program, my different avenues of revenues, my affiliate partners, things like that. At the end of the year, it's like, this is what my overall cost to acquire a customer is. So you might have one that's super low, you might have one that's really high, but it meets in the middle because of how it works.
Yes.
And that's the key to know. That's a really important number, because it's like, I see people all the time. It is he who can spend the most money to acquire a customer that wins.
Yes.
Because at some point, the person who can't afford that loses.
Exactly.
Right? So that's why avenues of revenue, they cost different things. It's a totally different rant. We love you. We appreciate you. This week's homework: either put together a referral program this week or improve your current referral program and reach out to your customers to remind them that you have it. How many of you have done it once? In the first whatever, you remind them, but then it never goes out to them again.
It's first quarter. Go ahead and remind them now, and make sure you're ready to remind them in second quarter.
At least do it once a quarter.
Absolutely.
4 times a year, baby. All right, guys. We love you. Appreciate you. We will catch you guys on the next episode of So Tell Us Time.